Russian leader Vladimir Putin has stated, UN officers will be granted permission to visit and check out the Zaporizhzhia nuclear complex. The Kremlin made the announcement after a call between Mr. Putin and French President Emmanuel Macron. It came as claims of war near the plant continued, with 4 civilians reportedly injured by Russian shelling. Separately, the U.S. pledged on Friday to send greater hands and ammunitions to assist in Ukraine's war effort, in a readout following the call between the French and Russian leaders. The Kremlin said, Mr. Putin had agreed to furnish UN investigators with the imperative assistance to get admission to the Zaporizhzhia nuclear site. The plant has been below Russian occupation due to the fact that early March, but Ukrainian technicians still function it beneath Russian direction. Both leaders mentioned the importance of sending the IAEA professionals to the plant for an assessment of the state of affairs on the ground. The Kremlin said, the Director General of the UN's nuclear watchdog, the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, welcomed Mr. Putin's declaration and said he was once inclined to lead a go-to the plant himself. In this relatively unstable and fragile situation, it is of fundamental significance that no new action is taken that could in addition endanger the safety and protection of one of the world's biggest nuclear power plants. Rafael Grossi said, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky welcomed the prospect of an inspection in his nightly address. However, stated, particular small print had been nevertheless being worked out if Russian blackmail with radiation continues. This summer season may additionally go down in the history of a range of European countries as one of the most tragic of all time. He said, Russia have to depart nuclear electricity plant. UN Chief Kyiv says Russia has turned the complicated into an army base, deploying military equipment, weapons and about 500 troops who are the use of the website as a shield to assault towns throughout the Dnieper River, and in latest weeks, the vicinity around the facility has come under heavy artillery fire, with Kyiv and Moscow blaming each other for the attacks. Ukrainian officials claimed that Russian shelling of the place surrounding the plant had persevered on Friday, accusing Moscow's forces of wounding 4 civilians in the city of Marhanez, which is throughout the river from the plant. 5 homes have been also broken in the area. Regional Governor Valentin Reznichenko claimed on Telegram, despite showing some willingness to provide access to inspectors, Russian officers have flatly refused global needs to demilitarize the site. Ivan Nekhayev, deputy director of the Russian Foreign Ministry's Information and Press Department, stated on Friday that such strikes would depart the plant even greater vulnerable. Meanwhile, Russia submitted a letter to the UN Security Council detailing the provocations that it accuses Ukraine of plotting at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear strength plant. The Russian mission to the UN alleged that the Ukrainians want to cause what they trust to be a minor accident, consisting of a radiation leak, which should see Russia accused of nuclear terrorism. The letter denied that Russian troops are storing weapons on site. It repeated an allegation that the Ukrainians had been shelling the plant. Separately, Washington has unveiled a new $775 million £655 million package deal of defense equipment for Ukraine. The funding will pay for HIMARS long-range rocket launchers, ammunition for artillery, surveillance drones and anti-tank missiles. According to a senior U.S. defense official quoted by way of Reuters news agency. The package deal will also include mine-resistant cars for the first time. Ukraine has been heavily structured on weapon substances from its Western allies to aid its resistance against the Russian invasion.